dragons, fire, and dragon fireplaces. A strong chimney to block any rainstorm. A heartwarming environment to build the kitchen of your dreams. Hello, my Viking builders. Today I'm going to show you how to make a dragon-themed fireplace and chimney, the whole deal. This is a great large-style fireplace design that will give you enough space to support all of your cooking station upgrades into the late game. This design incorporates a simple but solid dragon ornamentation frame on the front of the fireplace, and it'll give you a ton of space to mount trophies on. And I specifically designed the top of the fireplace, the mantle area, with enough space that you can put boss trophies on there without them making the fireplace look small or parts of them being cut off by walls. So to start off, it's pretty easy. We're going to use the large hearth for this large fireplace, and then we're going to build up 4 2x1 stone bricks on either side towards the front. Now these stone arches we aren't going to put at the very top because it makes it a little bit too tall, so just use the free snapping mode to build them a little bit more down. Behind the 4 stacks of 2x1 bricks, you're going to put a 1x1 on either side on the bottom, and then you're going to put these fat stone slabs on top and on the back of the fireplace. We're going to put a 1x1 cube on top of the 4 stack 2x1s. Then you're going to use the free snap mode to like clip one into the one on the bottom so it matches up with the stone slab. Now we're going to put another stone slab right on top that's going to create our big trophy mounting space. We're going to build up the back a bit by putting 2 more 1x1 stone bricks. Another showcase about this fireplace design is I made an arched window in the back of the fireplace so you can see in and out of the house and kind of see what's cooking while you're outside of your house working. Also, you can see outside of the house from the fireplace. It adds a nice little dynamic detail. And like I'm doing, you just build that with 2 stone pillars, 2 stone arches clipped into each other, and a stone slab on top. And now we're just going to use some 2x1s, some 1x1s to build up and match everything at the same height. Now you'll notice that the 1x1s on the front of the fireplace don't match the same height, and that is intentional. That point where the elevation changes is where your wall of your house is going to be, so that's going to hide the difference. Now at this point, we're going to taper the base of the fireplace in to start building the neck of the chimney. So just take some 2x1 stone bricks and attach them to the slab. And we'll build up 4 right now. We'll do the same with the front side. And you might just have to fiddle with it a bit to make sure there's no gaps in the bricks. Now the backside, you're going to kind of place it in the middle of the stone slab, so it tapers in like halfway. So now we're going to use these stone arches to make a little air gap ornamentation rim on the top of the chimney. It's going to add some nice extra style. And you'll just use the stone arches on top of the 2x1 bricks and clip them into each other. Now the one in the front's going to be a little lower, so you might need to place just like a pillar here and free build a 2x1 stone brick to just kind of clip it into the bottom one and level it up with the ones around it. The pillar, of course, just being like a support to place the stone brick against, then you'll break it when you're done. So, now the hard part is over. We've completed the beefy meat main part of the fireplace, and you can admire your work. Now this is where the fun begins. We're going to build a dragon ornamentation molding around the front of the fireplace. So it's pretty easy, just snap in 4 wooden normal pillars on the corners. It'll pretty much do it for you. Then we're gonna get those dragon figureheads. And first off, just kind of free snap it to where you think it looks good towards the top of the pillar. Make sure the dragon's tongue isn't clipped into the stonework. And we will do the same thing with the other side. And it creates this kissing dragon motif. So beautiful. You'll notice that the dragon figureheads are now sticking out from the pillars. So we'll just break the pillars and replace them, snapping them to the dragon figurehead themselves now. Actually, I'm free placing it to the dragon figurehead, but you get the idea. Kind of just want to line it up so they're flush. You might have to fiddle with it a little bit to make sure it's lined up the exact way you want on both sides. But it is not too hard. Not too hard. And boom! There you go. The molding is done. Very cool looking. Now we'll light it up, see how it looks in action. A very regal and royal fireplace. Now the great part about this fireplace is it's very large, and I made it kind of as simple as possible with a lot of flat spaces so you can put all kinds of decorations or additions and crafting upgrades all over it. If you want even more light than just the fire itself gives, you can put some diverger lanterns on the molding. Looks very good. You're definitely going to want to put some kind of animal pelt rug in front of it. That's going to add so much style. These new bear rugs are amazing for it. We're going to be able to perfectly fit that fat iron cooking station in there. And this thing is just going to turn into a powerhouse of cooking. Cool thing about that window too is you'll be able to see if your friends are cooking meat on the fireplace if you're working outside the house. And of course, we have enough room for our cooking pot. I like putting it on the side to the left. And you definitely have enough space to use it with everything else. This is a huge fireplace. And I absolutely love putting the spice rack hanging from one of the dragon heads. It really gives this lived-in, big kitchen feel. And one of the most fun things about this fireplace is there's so much space for trophy mounting. You can put boss trophies here on the stonework. You can put trophies on the dragon molding. There's just tons of space. The Eikthyr trophy looks really good up here, so I'm going to put that there. Now I'll just put some walls on the side so you can kind of get the feel of how this will look inside your house. And this is the proper way to line up the wall so it covers up that height gap difference up there that I was talking about earlier. Also, did you know if you don't like the backing of these walls, you can actually make a double wall by kind of clipping them into each other. So they both have that nice flat side facing the inside and outside. Now another thing you have to do is to make a little roof on top to block the rain if it's raining. Because if your fireplace goes out in the rain, it's just not really a good fireplace, is it? I like using metal bars for this one in that like black tar roof. I think it fits very well with the style of this build. And as simple as that, your chimney is now rainproof. So, like I said, there's tons of things you can add to this fireplace to spruce it up or make it better. You can put a table here, you can put some stools, you know, give some places for your friends to sit down in a nice ambience environment. And here's like a butcher's table you can put here. I like putting it off to the side here. I'm not going to put every upgrade because a lot of them will go on the walls. on the sides of the fireplace, but there's just tons of room to aesthetically put your crafting upgrades here. You won't have to worry about that at all. And you can put your food prep table right where that normal table was if you want. I haven't actually used this thing yet. I haven't played the Bogwitch update, but this thing is a really cool looking upgrade. I like it a lot. Very aesthetic. With that, the build is pretty much complete. I mean, there's always tons of more things you can add to it. Like, we didn't add all the crafting stations, but there's definitely enough room. This fireplace is a great starting point for your house to build the rest of the house around. It's big enough to support even into the latest game, any upgrades you need. It's cool enough to impress your friends. It's got some interesting functionality with the window. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please consider subscribing. I'm always making videos and guides like this. And with that, Tutorial Bird will return.